Okay, so we're here doing a walkthrough on the new Fujitsu 9RLS2. This is a 12 HSPF unit. The 9 has basically a 23,000 BTU output. It's high maximum output. The main part of this is going to be the aesthetics have changed, of course. This is now a slicker design, and we're going to turn it on and you can see how that comes up and operates. So you have the face comes up. Gotta leave 4 inches of space on top for that. Louvers will unfold and the unit will come on. In this case, this model has up and down auto louvers. The side to side is a manual setting. There's 2 knobs that are here and here that lets you change, you kind of have 2 sets of airflow that you can manage. So that's the unit in full transformation, I guess you would call it. But the other part of this that's been important is that we have a slimmer side profile at just over 7 inches instead of like 9 inches and such, and you're going to have the others. The one other change is that this went from a 30-inch cassette to a 34-inch cassette, but that hasn't. It's not very noticeable. So there's that. We'll go out to the outdoor. Standard installation, mounting blocks up the wall and in. We'll see if we can catch this thing coming on. Make sure I'm turned up here on the inside. Stand by. This will be good because we can get an idea of what startup's like on one of these. The one thing that's usually kind of confusing about head sizing that you got to remember is that when it says 9, 12, 15, those are the air conditioning capacities. Heating capacities on different units vary depending on manufacturer's numbers. Right now, the American Heating Refrigeration Institute hasn't really caught up to inverters, so a lot of their stuff is based on unitary measurements, and they have to lock in these compressors that are modulating in order to get readings, which means that when you look at the AHRI numbers for heating, it's nowhere close to the same heating capacity that would come from the manufacturer. For instance, at 17 degrees, you might have something that says at 9 like this, says it puts out, it's going to say something like 12,000 BTUs, or here we go. So the fan just kicked on. Sounds like we're ramping up. And this one has a 23,000 BTU output at 47 and something like 18,000. I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but it's a lot more than the HRI. Okay, so you can hear that compressor. I don't even know if you can hear it, but the compressor is winding up. And there we go. The other thing I wanted to point out is that the remote's changed. So if you're familiar with Ductless remotes, you've got a much nicer, slimmer, sexier remote that has a lot more features, like a weekly setback, where you can program a nighttime setback with temperature, and etc. So they've added the powerful mode, kind of like Daikin, still have minimum heat, all that. So it's a 9RLS2, and it comes in 9, 12, and 15 size. All the head sizes are the same.